Welcome to Girl Talk. We are so happy you joined us because we are so happy we are jumping up and down with joy because we are at Sky Zone Madison, brand new trampoline park. It has everything for everyone, grown-ups, little kids. There's trampolines, there's basketball, there's foam pits, there's jousting areas. There is ways to climb the wall. I've seen this happening. My children have done this. It's fantastic. So everyone out there, if you need to get something out of your system or your kids to get something out of their system, come to Sky Zone. It's tons of fun.
Or get your kids out of the house.
Yeah,
oh yeah, or adults. I mean, it looks like it's such a great workout. I've had so much fun being here because you don't ever really get to do this kind of stuff as an adult.
Oh,
And
right.
I've heard you can burn up to 1,000 calories for 1 hour of jumping.
Just in time for Easter candy.
Yeah, right? So come jump, then binge on your Easter candy.
Or the other way around.
Or the other way around. Well,
wait 20 minutes.
yeah, wait a little bit before you get on the trampoline.
Yeah, rain or shine too, because it rains so much in spring. What are you going to do on a rainy weekend?
Yeah,
Right.
Jump.
Something for the whole family. Absolutely.
Did you see the climbing wall? I liked this idea. It's a climbing wall, but there's a foam pit, so you don't have any of the ropes or any of that, and you lose a handhold, so what?
Great, that's fun.
You land in foam.
Great.
And then you get to bounce around again. It's perfect.
Exactly. And it's such a cool atmosphere in here, which kind of brings us to one of our guests coming up today, Mimosa Books and Gifts. We're talking feng shui. Do you guys know a lot about feng shui?
Just the little bits and pieces
Okay.
in here, you know, but I've never actually done it to my home.
Me neither, but it sounds like it makes sense from the little bit I know that basically your environment, you know, affects the way you feel and the way you live, which is true.
I would love to have Ashley come into my home,
Right?
and rearrange things into a better way.
It sounds like it's fairly easy though to implement.
Yep.
Small steps, and she's kind of going to give us a little run through of some easy things.
A little feng shui 101.
Little feng shui 101, exactly.
got it.
Spring
Just
too, you
small
know, because you're
things.
starting to think about spring cleaning and reorganizing.
That's
so
true.
what a great time to talk about it too.
No better time.
Absolutely.
Speaking of remodeling, we are talking remodeling
stand it.
and construction.
Yeah.
At Madison Area Technical College. Now, I'm going to admit, I didn't realize that Madison College and Madison Area Technical College were the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just
Two
kind of the new
different
name. Yeah, I'm
names,
slow. You got to wait for me sometimes. I'll get there. Anyway, we have someone from there, and she's talking about a summer program. I think it's for girls.
Yeah.
There's a component that's for girls. Yeah, it's a summer program to kind of introduce tools and usage and hammer and nail and building confidence. And then there's a component that's specifically for young girls to
Oh, I love
feel
that.
comfy with that equipment and not feel intimidated and just close that gap.
That's kind of a lifetime thing.
Yes.
I mean, you're always going to need to fix or tweak this or the other thing. right?
Empower yourself.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Love that idea.
Well, we got to take a jump.
Yeah,
before
we
we
gotta
go.
take a jump. So we're here at Sky Zone. Stay tuned for more Girl Talk. Here we go.
1,
Ready?
2, 3.
Woo!
And welcome back to Girl Talk. We're on location today at Sky Zone Madison. It's a trampoline park, and it's just off the Beltline Highway. Brand new place. They've just opened. Going to have some fun a little bit later with those folks. Right now, though, we're going to get a low-impact workout for our brain with Madison College, and joining us is Jen Wojcik. She's here to talk about the construction and remodeling program, I think for girls. Is that right, Jen?
Well, we have a summer program for girls, yep, and it's sponsored by the Madison College Construction and Remodeling Program and also the architecture program with the college.
Okay.
And so that's the connection with our program and the girls' camp. It's this summer. It's going to be free, and it's for girls. There's one section for girls, and it'll be a really fun time. We're going to be designing on a program, sort of like CAD program, a squirrel's nest, and then actually building it. So it'll be a great way for girls to start using these tools that I have here that I brought, and give it a shot. Yeah.
I like what I'm hearing so far.
Yeah, so it's all about kind of introducing girls to the trades, which is typically a male-dominated type of area. So kind of sell us on this. Why would you want to get into the trades? What are sort of the perks of it?
Well, when I got in, a friend of mine said, "Jen, you should really try this." And I'm an athlete, so I was very active then, and I still am. And I also like to see what I actually build. That's something that I enjoy, and I'm a hands-on learner. So those are all reasons to try the trades. and it's a very lucrative career, and very there's a lot of jobs out there right now, so very accessible.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different ways to get into the trades right now. We have a program at the college called Construction Remodeling Program, and so that's one way to become familiar with tools, do some building, hands-on work in a classroom and hands-on setting, and then go out into the trades directly. So there's a lot of different avenues. That's another reason why it's great to get in, because there's many ways to get in.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
and with lots of jobs available,
Yeah.
you know, it's just why not?
I like the idea of some confidence coming from getting that kind of skill. too.
Absolutely. I'm fortunate enough that I got to use some of these tools growing up as a young lady. My dad introduced me to that, working on cars and building things, and there's a huge sense of reward and confidence that comes with seeing your work finished and putting something together and actually seeing a functional piece of, I don't know, furniture or something that you put together with your own hands. So definitely congratulations on the program, especially being offered to girls. That's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah. So you mentioned the remodeling and construction program that you offer at Madison College. Is there other avenues to get into that you briefly mentioned? And then do they lead out directly through the school to work right away? Or?
Yeah, there's apprenticeship programs.
Okay.
So, a lot of people, when they think about going to school, it costs a lot of money these days.
Right.
And what we're trying to do in the high schools is offer some options that aren't as expensive. And so technical colleges are an option. So we have this program that students can go through for 1 year with the construction remodeling program. Another option is going straight through an apprenticeship program, which is also something where they are going to school just like every other week and doing hands-on work in the field getting paid. So it's a really interesting option too. The construction remodeling program is attractive for some people who just want to learn before they start getting paid, sort of learn the basics, and then go out and go on in the field and get paid. So there's like I mentioned, a lot of options. A person could go directly into the trades.
That's great.
And learn on the job without any kind of schooling. At this point, there's such a shortage on tradespeople that they are just trying to hire people who are willing to show up, be on time, and have a good attitude, and they'll teach them what they need to know.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So Jen, we have just a little bit of time left. How about some background on you?
Sure, yeah, so I started doing carpentry when I was 27. It was right after, a few years after college, and a friend of mine said, hey, why don't you give this a try? So I got into the apprenticeship program, and I went through the local union here with the Carpenters Union. And then I worked as a supervisor for Operation Fresh Start, which is a construction training program. I opened up my own business, and I started the Habitat Restore, and now I'm working at Madison College. So you never know where it can lead.
Lots of hands
Wow.
on. Excellent. Thank you so much, Jen. Again, this is Jen Wojcik. She's the outreach coordinator for Madison College Construction and Remodeling. Speaking of remodeling, we're talking feng shui next. Stick around for more Girl Talk.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're shooting on location today at Sky Zone Madison. That's off the West Beltline behind Culver's. So brand new. There's so many fun things to do here. We're going to be showing you that a bit later. But now we're with Mimosa Books and Gifts. This is Ashley Levy. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Always so fun to have you guys on.
Oh,
we always
thank
learn
you.
so much.
Thanks.
So today we're talking about feng shui.
We are.
So let's just kind of start with a description of what this is.
Sure. So feng shui is actually the ancient Chinese art of placement. So it's thought by moving things in your environment, you can actually shift the energy in your life. So if you wanted more love, more prosperity, changes in your career, you can actually move things around in your home space because it's thought that the energy on the outside affects the energy on the inside.
Okay. And so that kind of answers, I guess my next thought was, why should you incorporate feng shui into your space? But it sounds like those are all things, we want to improve.
Yeah.
They are, but more than that, it's really about kind of a way of being, a way
Yeah.
of connecting with the outside world. So many of us feel disconnected, and by creating a space that really represents how you're feeling and how you want to feel, you're just more connected to that space. You feel more at home, you feel more at peace when you're in your space. So it's really beneficial on so many levels.
I was thinking about Oftentimes this time of year, the spring is coming, I swear, even though it's cold and nasty outside today. Just about spring cleaning, moving things around. It's often something I think people do just naturally. And then the thoughts of kind of growth and abundance and prosperity. What would be a way that you can incorporate all of this using feng shui and spring cleaning and kind of redo a little bit in your home space?
Sure. Well, anytime we actually move things around in our space, it helps stir up the energy. So a lot of us, as soon as spring comes, we crack open the windows to get that fresh air in and that kind of thing. Well, moving things around in your space works the same way. It just stirs the energy up a little bit. And for some prosperity and abundance, so if you think about where the front door of your home is, the far back left corner is actually your wealth and abundance corner. So there are a few simple tips and tricks you can do to bring more abundance. So you can add something red to that area. Red is a great color for attracting abundance. You can also add a representation of money or wealth, like keep a jar of coins there. Or you can add a symbol of a koi fish, which is also good for prosperity.
So red, you're attracting wealth and abundance?
I
Is that
guess.
what
Right. I am
And on the left?
I'm so glad I chose this spot and this outfit. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe buy a lottery ticket today. So let's talk about the living room, family room, because that's where you usually bring your guests and you're entertaining. How can you kind of shift the energy there?
One of the easiest ways is just by moving the furniture a little bit. So many of us have a tendency to push our furniture up against the walls, and what that does is really boxes us in and locks that energy in place. By pulling the furniture away from the walls just a little bit, you free up the energy to flow around and just kind of be mixed up and stirred up in the space.
Very cool.
Cool.
What would you say are some commonly used items for feng shui in a home?
So one of my favorites are the little leaded glass prisms. So those little things you hang in your window and they create all those great rainbows? Well, the reason that those are used in feng shui is it's thought that as the sunlight comes in to that little crystal, it disperses the energy into the space. So all those little rainbows you see are really like representations of the energy that's filling your area. So that's a great, easy one to use.
Wow, I already feel so much better about thoughts about going home and redoing my furniture. But I also then feel kind of overwhelmed with how to do it, where to start. Could be a big project or just something very small, like you said, putting something in the corner. Where do you suggest you start if you're kind of not wanting to be overwhelmed with the idea?
Well, this is the good news about feng shui. There's a general rule of thumb that you should really make small changes and then let them simmer for a little while.
Nice.
Yeah, make a little change, see how things kind of turn into your space, how things are going in your life before you make another change. So little steps, little baby steps, and then kind of see how that changes things in your life before you move on to the next big thing.
That's great advice, because it can be overwhelming trying to reconfigure a home.
Absolutely. Good to know that we can take small steps. Well, thanks so much, Ashley. And stay with us. We'll have more on Girl Talk right after the break.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We've got Coulter with us now. He's the general manager here at Sky Zone Madison. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you so much for being here.
We're like kids in a candy store today. Seriously, it's been so much fun. Am I right?
There's a lot to play with here.
Oh, for adults and kids, and we're going to learn about that today. But you guys have a grand opening coming up soon, correct?
We do.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday, April 7th and 8th.
Okay.
We're doing some Chamber of Commerce ribbon cuttings and some smaller festivities on Friday, and then we're really opening it up for the big bash on Saturday.
Making it official.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
exciting.
Good, congratulations.
Thank
so
you.
there's so much that we're seeing around here. So first of all, we're standing on the dividers between a lot of different trampolines, which the trampolines go all the way up the walls, if you can see behind us. There's some basketball areas, some foam pit stuff. Tell us what all this stuff is.
Sure, we have several attractions here at Sky Zone Madison. We're standing right now on the Freestyle Court.
Cool.
I know you guys had this beautiful court as a backdrop for some of your other segments today. And then you mentioned the Sky Slam basketball. It's well, let me stay on freestyle for a second. I mean, because there's basically freestyle is very general. You can do anything you want. You can really express yourself in any way, whether you're flipping, whether you're jumping off the walls, whether you're jumping with friends, family, or just getting a workout in. And I know we're going to talk about some programs, right? So we do have the Sky Fitness class that we're going to be rolling out soon too. So that'll be out here on the Freestyle Court.
Okay.
But then definitely, it's a lot of fun. I want to get you ladies out here for it too. Absolutely.
We're in.
Great. So then you mentioned Sky Slam basketball. There's a 6, 8, and 10-foot hoop to dunk on. Be MJ for the day.
That's right.
Nice.
One of our foam pits that you mentioned behind us here, or in front of us rather, behind the camera, is our jousting pit.
Okay.
And it's right in the beginning when you come in through the door. We really showcase that because it's a lot of fun when you have, 4 grown men, 4 grown women, or just 4 little kids on there, just jousting each other into the foam. It's a lot of fun.
And fun to watch, too.
Yes, exactly. I took my girlfriend out the other night, so it's still a little salty.
Good
but
for
hey.
the relationship, right? You can let some
Exactly.
aggression out.
Exactly.
Put the dishes away.
It's therapy.
And
it's
I
therapy.
definitely need a little of that, trust me. But then the major new attraction that we've added to our Madison Park, obviously everything's brand new here,
Yeah.
but our Waukesha Park as well, is the Warrior Course.
Okay.
Now, just like you've seen on American Ninja Warrior,
I love that show.
absolutely. I mean, you can basically get your Ninja Warrior on here.
Awesome.
There's 2 lanes. You can do races. Kids can go on it, and it can just be a kind of a jumble. Corporate events enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Wow.
That's an interesting
Fun,
idea
yes.
to have sort of a bonding thing, maybe with a corporate event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
team building and all that good
Absolutely,
stuff while you get
absolutely.
some of the aggression out in the
That's right. That's right. In a healthy way.
outside
Exactly.
of the workplace.
Yes, absolutely. Dodgeball's huge. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I was
it's
going to say dodgeball is huge too for mentioning those corporate events. We do tournaments. We'll draw up a bracket for you, and those are a lot of fun too.
Dodgeball's always
Awesome.
fun.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
fun.
And
Good.
I saw a giant, it looked like a giant airbag. Is that what it was?
Yes, absolutely. There's a few different airbags in Sky Zone Madison. 3 of which will catch you if you do not conquer the Warrior Course.
That'll never happen. I'll always conquer it.
Exactly. There you go, Ellen.
Ellen will show us later.
Yeah.
Right. I want to see that too. The drop zone in the back is what you're referring to as far as the big airbag.
Yeah.
And essentially, it's a modified foam zone. We used to have a foam zone in some of our other parks. We figured let's change it up and make it a big airbag. So it just gives you a little bit different sensation. There's 3 launch points. You can flip into it. You can get as much height as you can and twist into it. I mean, you can really go in with safe, reckless abandon, if that makes any sense.
That's
I
nice for you,
love
Ron.
that.
We always want to be safe here at Sky Zone, but we want you to have fun as well and really express yourself out there on our attractions.
I've been to Sky Zone before with my children, and I've seen
Great.
them throw themselves at those airbags. And
Yeah.
I mean, as a parent, I'm like, oh, you can't. And then they just are like, yay, afterward. And you're like, you can. Okay, I'm next in line. You know, like it's
Definitely.
really, I think it relieves a lot of stress, and kids can just go for it and everyone knows everyone's safe.
Yes.
You know, you have waivers, liabilities covered, everything's
Y-
great,
there you
right?
go.
I mean, this
All
is
the bases are
good.
covered.
This is
Yep.
Exactly. This is what we want to see with a, honorable business that you bring your kids to, and you can just party and have a good time.
Absolutely. And you mentioned safety, and we train our court monitors who are up here watching the courts, essentially lifeguards at a pool, only they're
Nice.
lifeguards on our courts. They're trained from the get-go. Obviously, it's a new staff. It's a great staff.
Yeah.
They've taken to it, I mean, just amazingly. So we're really proud of them. And we really lean on safety and guest service. So, I mean, we want you walking out here healthy. You had fun. You can't wait to come back. So that's really what we lean on. That's what sets us apart.
And going on to some of the events, I think I saw on your website you do birthday parties.
Definitely, it's a big part of what we do here is birthday parties, and we've done parties for anyone from toddler age, and we have a specific toddler time, which we'll get into as well. Party package all the way up to adults use us for the birthday party
Got
packages.
a birthday coming up, Ellen?
I do.
That would be
It's in May.
There you go.
So it's
Definitely.
not just for the young, it's for the young at heart.
It's for
Oh,
everyone. Absolutely.
I love that.
And we were talking before we started here about the toddler time and having raised 2s that aren't toddlers any longer. I know that there's coordination that is hard for toddlers. There's balance that is hard. They're always
Yeah.
falling down, running into stuff. How does trampoline help these kids learn to be balanced?
Well, it is great for balance. It's great for motor skill development, and that's really for all of us too. I mean, even when you're whether you're a toddler, just kind of wobbly out there, it's an uneven surface, and it will help your skill development there as far as motor skills go. And then on the adult side of things, or really anyone, when you get out here and you jump, if all you do is jump, you're going to wonder why your triceps hurt, why your core hurts. It's really good for everyone's balance, and it's an amazing thing, these trampolines.
It's full body workout, right?
It is.
I mean,
It
you're
really
doing
is.
everything. Plus, it's fun.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I think I read you can burn up to, is it 1,000 calories, 1 hour jumping?
You certainly can. In our
Whoa.
Sky Fitness classes.
Okay.
Yes, because that's actually a regimented workout class that we do
Cool.
on the Freestyle Court here.
Awesome. So that's something that'll be coming to Sky Zone here
It
soon?
will be within the next couple of weeks.
Okay. And
Absolutely.
that's really what I think is so cool about this place is it's not just for kids, it's for adults too.
That's
Like
right.
it's meant for everybody, and there's a way for everybody to get involved and have fun.
That's
Is that
right.
right?
That's
okay.
right.
Remind us again when your grand opening event is.
It's April 8th, Saturday, April 8th.
Perfect.
April 8th.
Yes.
Okay,
So it's
don't
going to be
miss
a
it.
fun event to come
We're going to
to.
have a lot of fun. We've got some partners lined up. We're going to have a petting zoo. We're going to have just a mini one. It's not like we're going to
Awesome.
have goats in here or anything.
Goats on the trampolines.
We're going to have the American Cancer Society, and here's our nonprofit partner. So they're going to be
Awesome.
dishing out some great news and some great info. And we're going to be doing giveaways and a lot of craziness all day.
Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you. I appreciate
We have
it,
had a
ladies.
blast. And thank you to all of our guests, and thank you for watching. You can find us next time only on Girl Talk on Wisconsin's 57 Television.